there! I'm Sprinkles, Santa Claus's special elf. Because everything is special with sprinkles. Santa Claus knows you're special too, and he has something to say to you. So listen close as Santa Claus shares holiday cheer with you. You can leave a special message for Santa Claus and get on the nice list at www.santaclaussays.net. Now here is the big man himself, Santa Claus!
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas! And welcome to Santa Claus Says. Santa Claus says to be good for goodness sakes. And Santa Claus says our word for today is peace on earth. SantaClausSays.net is brought to you every day between now and Christmas of 2025 here at SantaClausSays.net, our website, and we come to you on live stream on YouTube, and we are also on Facebook and on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify, so we can be with you every single day. And we're here to do three things: to bring you Christmas cheer. We love to tell some funny jokes and have fun with Sprinkles, our elf. We tell an adventure story about Santa Claus. Santa Claus is a substitute teacher in our adventure story. And then we read letters to Santa, and you can send your letters to Santa at your voicemail and your text and or your email at SantaClausSays.net. As we said, today's word for the day is peace on earth. And we will lift up that word all the time during our message here today, our show today. And we'll revisit that at the end of our show when we'll be completing our ornaments on our Christmas tree with the word of peace on earth. Well, there's the glockenspiel, boys and girls, and that signal means it's time for Santa Claus's jokes of the day. So you ready for that? Ready to have some fun here with the jokes of the day? Now, the first joke is this: why do Christmas trees like to knit? Because they have so many needles. Get it? Needles, pine trees, needles. Oh boy. Oh, another joke. What did the gingerbread man use to fix his house? Icing and gumdrops. Of course. That's a wonderful story there. Well, boys and girls, it's time now for our feature here on Santa Claus Says about Christmas around the world. Today we're talking about Christmas in the country of Greece. In Greece, boats are often decorated. Boats are decorated with lights, and families put stars and oranges on their Christmas trees. Children go from house to house singing carols and jingling triangles. For dessert, people enjoy sweet cookies, called melokakamora and korokabes. And on Christmas Eve, families eat festive dishes and attend midnight church services. Christmas in Greece is full of music, lights, and delicious smells. And we have children from all around the world who listen and watch Santa Claus Says, and we hope that you'll share this with everyone else in your life, this program, Santa Claus Says. There's the glockenspiel, boys and girls, which means it's our feature here on Santa Claus Says, which is our adventure story. And we tell this adventure story in all the parts every day during the Christmas season. And so you can always go back to the prior episodes before this one and listen to the first part of the story. And don't forget to tune in every day to hear the entire story, because today we're in Chapter 7 of our story of Santa's special lesson, the story of kindness. This Chapter 7 is called The Invisible Boy. After a short break, Mr. Winters gathered the children in the reading corner. He held up a picture book about a boy who was invisible. Mr. Winters began. Before I read this book, I want you to think about this. How can a boy be invisible? A few children giggled at the literal interpretation. But then Riley raised her hand. Maybe people didn't notice him. Interesting thought, Mr. Winters encouraged. Why might people not notice someone? The room grew quieter as children considered this. And finally, a girl named Hannah said softly, maybe it's because they're shy and quiet. Or maybe, Marcus added, less jokingly than usual, because other people ignore them on purpose. These are all possibilities, Mr. Winters said. Let's read and find out. He read the story aloud, showing the illustrations. The book told a story about a boy that was quiet. His classmates overlooked and excluded him. The picture showed him literally faded and gray, while everyone else was in color. As the story went on and a new student showed him kindness, the boy slowly became visible again, gaining color. The classroom was absolutely silent as Mr. Winters read. When he finished, he saw several children looking thoughtful, and a few even looked uncomfortable. Emma was staring at the book with an expression that suggested the story had touched something deep inside her. So, Mr. Winters said gently, what do you think of the story? It was sad, Riley said. I felt bad for him. Have you ever felt invisible? Mr. Winters asked. It was a bold question, but it was necessary. The room was quiet for a long moment. Then slowly Emma raised her hand. Several other children looked surprised. I have, she said quietly. Sometimes I feel like people don't see me. Mr. Winters nodded respectfully. Thank you for sharing that, Emma. That takes courage. He looked around at the other children. Has anyone here ever felt like they were invisible, even for a moment? To his surprise, more hands went up. Tyler, Marcus, even Sophia admitted they sometimes felt left out or ignored. Here's an important truth, Mr. Winters said. Everyone, and I mean everyone, has felt invisible or left out at some point. Even adults, even teachers, even me. But here's another important truth. We have the power to make people visible. When we notice someone, include them, speak kindly to them. We bring them from gray into color, just like this story. And he handed out paper and colored pencils. I want each of you to draw 2 pictures. First, draw a time when you felt invisible or left out. Then draw a time when someone made you feel seen and included. The children spread out and began working, and Emma drew herself sitting alone at a lunch table in the first picture, and in the second she drew herself playing with a group of smiling children, and the scene she hoped would someday be real. That's the end of the story, boys and girls. And it's a wonderful story. I want to remind you that, because this story is about the coloring, about the people coloring in. Mr. Winters gave them coloring pens. We have a coloring book for you. Here's our coloring book. It's called Santa Claus Says Coloring Book. And you can go to our website, santaclaussays.net, and this coloring book is free for you to have. So we want you to have it as a gift from Santa Claus to you. So right now is our time to read our letters to Santa. And our letters to Santa are something we do every time we get together. Here's our letter today from Sophia, who's age 6 years old. Dear Santa, I am Sophia and I love Christmas. Can I have a puppy toy that barks? I love animals and want to play with them. I helped Daddy sweep the kitchen, so I think I was good. I hope you have a safe trip. I will wave to you if I hear bells. Well, my goodness, Sophia, we certainly have bells that we will ring when we get close to your house. Hear the bells right there? There's the bells that we will ring, and we will come to everybody's house on Christmas Eve. Now, Sophia asked for a puppy toy that barks. So Santa Claus wants to remind you that I love to bring surprises to you. Whatever Santa brings, I want you to enjoy it and to appreciate it and to be helpful to others. And I love that Sophia helped her daddy sweep in the house. She is on the good list. And I know that you are as well. And thank you for the safe trip. The wishes for a safe trip. And don't forget to leave me hot cocoa and cookies. That'll be a wonderful thing. I love you, Sophia, and I want to tell everyone here that you can reach out to Santa Claus and leave me your voicemail or your email or even a text message at my website, SantaClausSays.net. And when you reach out to me, I do answer, and I really mean that. So we'll talk to you real soon. Well, boys and girls, the Christmas time, or the Christmas cheer word of the day is peace on earth. And we have our Christmas tree calendar here. And what we love to do every day is to add an ornament to it every day as our countdown to Christmas. And today, as we read this, we are 22 days from Christmas, and we put our ornament there on the calendar. And so the Christmas tree has begun to fill up. The whole bottom row is now filled up as we get closer and closer to Christmas. And we want you to be with us as we fill up this calendar every single day. Remember, today, the word is peace on earth. And one of the things you can do is help peace on earth to be that way by sharing a word of peace to others, to tell people you love them and to share peace on earth, because that's what Jesus came to do, to bring us peace on earth. Here at the Santa Claus Says Show, we do three things for you. We do give you a word of Christmas cheer, and we give you an adventure story, and we tell these letters, we read these letters to Santa. We're here every day at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on a live stream, and then our show is also on Facebook and on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts, and we hope that you'll pick us up there or on our website, SantaClausSays.net. We also have two special programs coming up that I really want you to pay attention to, and that is on Christmas Eve. We always read the night before Christmas, and then on Christmas Day, we read from the Bible the Nativity story, the story of the very first Christmas, the birth of Jesus. So you want to be here all during the Christmas season for Santa Claus Says. Well, boys and girls, there's the glockenspiel, which means it's time for us to say goodbye. Santa Claus is very busy. I'm here in my office today, but the elves, Sprinkles and all the other elves are getting ready for Christmas, because it's going to be here before you know it, and I want you to be ready for me. One of the things you can do is to tune into Santa Claus Says every day during the Christmas season, and tell your friends to do the same. Until next time then, boys and girls, remember, Santa Claus says to always be good for goodness sakes. Merry Christmas. Goodbye. Goodbye.
You're special to Santa Claus, just like Sprinkles. Get on Santa's nice list at SantaClausSays.net and watch Santa Claus Says live on YouTube. Tell him Sprinkles sent you.